yes, fitness and the diet and everything, it's a big part of my life. It's what I do, it's what I teach, it's what I talk about, but to not get obsessive about it where it becomes
the overriding factor in your life,
kind of a low-level anxiety or something, then like, is this really helping you now? This has always got to be the question, you know. At this point in life, I don't have many like wise people that I look up to that I think they're wise and I can learn, and they're teachers. But I do have one gentleman that I consider to still be my teacher. He's my friend, but he's my teacher. He's older than me, and you know, you can go as like a bodybuilding or anything. You can go as deep and as technical as you want, or you can simplify. I think it's great if you can simplify things. And it's like the question: is it good for you? That's the question.
Is it good for you?
Is it good for you? That's the question. No, you know, it's pretty simple, right? Is it good for you to keep checking this thing and looking and checking your blood pressure 10 times a day? Because I can get into that mode. Yeah. Because that was very helpful to some degree when I was bodybuilding, but that won't be helpful now. So yeah, I know. You know, I've done a big test when I went to Brazil. My wife's from Brazil, so we went to a sports clinic there, and I did the test of VO2 max and biological fitness age and recovery and all that stuff, and that was really good. It was like overall biological fitness age was 37, and in the 95 plus percentile for my age.
VO2 max, that's good.
Yeah, and recovery, heart rate recovery after peaking, and they put it all together, you know, the whole the whole assessment. So I was happy with that. It shows what I'm doing. Like, if you want to analyze it, that's a professional analysis. So I don't need to watch every day on my Apple Watch.
Plus, Apple Watch doesn't take into account if you do the cross trainer or the elliptical.
Yeah, and I make it part of my life. I've been like traveling, for instance, the last 2 weeks. I've been to UK, Romania, Bulgaria, and Georgia, doing promotions for my company, DY Nutrition, and doing talks and everything. And there's a lot of flying. Should I go to the gym today? Quite honestly, if I probably don't have the energy, and I don't see that that's going to be a plus.
Yeah.
So I think I did, like, within 2 weeks, 2 sessions. I just went to the gym to ride the bike for half an hour. Okay. And every morning I did 10 or 15 minutes stretching and moving just to keep, and I didn't train. And like, is it really going to matter if I don't train for 2 or 3 weeks on my overall? I'm up there. I'm 95 percentile plus, man.
Yeah,
like, you know,
you'll be fine,
relax. So it's not a priority as it was. Like, training, my whole life is around training.
I think some of us, I used to feel, you know, I would train between 4 and 6 or 7 in the evening, and there was this almost a witching hour where I felt the pressure, anxiety if I don't go to the gym, if I don't train within that amount of time.
Yeah, because that pressure, that anxiety is useful at some point to keep you on your toes, But turn it on, turn it off is the art, right? If you need it. If I need it, it's there, but yeah, I need to enjoy my life. I need to be relaxed, and 90% of the time I eat good food. If I want to eat 10% shit and drink beer,
then you do.
Cool. Like, you know, what's the point of me doing all these training, been in the gym for 40 years, if I can't have a fucking few weeks off sometimes? It's like, am I going to fall apart? No, I'm not. Like, you know, but we often get into this obsessive thinking and we're not balanced, which is inevitable if you're doing competition. But if you're listening to this and you just want to, like, make it part of your life, you know, and make your life better, because the training and the nutrition makes your life better, not that it starts taking away from your life because now you're being obsessed and you're not spending time with
not healthy either,
loved ones, or you're not doing other things that you would like to do because now you're just obsessed with your body. I need my body as a vehicle, man.
Yeah.
I need it to move around in, so I need it in good shape so I can enjoy my life, so I can go and I can travel and I can go places and experience things and go and eat some shit food if I want to sometimes, but it's all in balance.
Yeah.
You know, and you see people that are not well, they're not healthy. It's not fun, man. It's not fun. It's not fun when you can't move, and I like to go out in nature and walk and ride my bike, so that's why I'm keeping in shape, really.
Good.
And also, like, yeah, you can do it. And a lot of guys in bodybuilding, they get stuck there and they keep on doing it when it's not really like what you should be doing now. Like, should I be doing heavy training when I've got arthritic shoulders and joints from my earlier heavy training? No, it's not what I need to do now. Probably better if I do some yoga or Pilates or something and get my posture right and movement and everything.
Do you do yoga?
Yeah, I've done the yoga like twice a week for years. Now, because I had a problem with my hip, and I'm going to need surgery on that. So I'm not doing it at the moment. But I do Pilates once a week, which is, has some similar stuff, but it's more controlled and it's more physical, where yoga's a bit of everything, physical, breathing, spiritual, if you like.
My brother has a yoga studio.
It's great. It's kind of addictive when you do it, man. It's so relaxing that you feel, there's a different feeling from when you go to the gym. When you go to the gym and you're using like aggression and pushing energy and masculine energy, if you like. Yoga is more relaxing, so you feel, after the gym you feel tired, exhausted maybe. After yoga you feel tired, relaxed, like just nice and relaxed. So different feelings, like
the hot
thing,
yoga? You do that?
I've tried hot yoga, but it's a bit too much for me. I sweat enough anyway without. I went to hot yoga and it's embarrassing because all the ladies, like, they got a few drops sweat on there.
And your whole mat is
Mine's
covered.
a swimming pool, man. I've got like 3 towels and I've used all of them, so I don't really need that. But I do saunas. I'm a big believer in the health benefits.
It's supposed to boost your growth
sauna
hormone level a bit.
Yeah, it's got a lot of benefits. Heat shock protein. It's basically stress. Like optimize your body, optimizes itself when it's under stress because it needs to be. It needs to handle the stress. So you get heat shock proteins, and apparently is the best way to detox from all the shit that's in the environment right now. That's in the air, microplastics, toxins, hot sauna, sweating it out. So I do like 4 times a week with sauna. I'm pretty religious with that. I enjoy going to sauna.
Yeah,
as well.
I was doing it for a while. I go to the David Lloyd up in Bushy, so it was. It's always popular, the sauna.
Yeah, sauna is a good part of your routine. I mean, it's raising your heart rate, it's pumping the blood around, it's opening your capillaries, your blood vessels are working. I mean, if you're not going to the gym to train, I mean, it'll be the second best thing you could do. Second best thing you can do, because it's also reducing your risk of cancer and so on, because you're sweating out all these toxins. So, I think it's a great addition to like health routine, if you like.
That's really good. I've heard you talk before about psychedelics. Can you tell me a little bit about that? What your thoughts?
Yeah, it's been part of my journey, I guess, learning journey using psychedelics. So ayahuasca was a big part of that. I first tried it in Brazil.
Okay.
Where I met my wife, and that wasn't fun because I was still using recreational drugs, and I didn't know. Should have mixed them and all. I didn't know anything about it that much. I mean, it wasn't like out in the general consciousness then, and so on. Like, you didn't have like YouTube things about ayahuasca, just something I read about. But yeah, it was a powerful teaching tool. Basically, the lesson I got in my head, which I wasn't really realizing at the time, I realized later, was just a strong voice telling me to stop poisoning myself.
Yeah.
And I was asking all kind of questions, deep questions, and I was just repeating that over and over again. Later on, I understood it. Like, you're coming to fucking learn something, stop poisoning yourself.
So that was...
That's your lesson. Come back after you've worked that one out.
Yeah.
And it did. It's a long story, but it did come back into my life, and it was very helpful. And then as I spoke about it on London Real, I was one of the first people to like start talking about it, and people were really fascinated, really interesting. And then there was a facility down in Costa Rica called Soltara, and they got in touch with me, and we spoke together about how would I be interested in leading camps down. And I'm like, well, I don't know anything about it. How can I lead camp? No, not the ayahuasca part. Right. We do that. We got the people, the shamans, just for you to headline the camp and say that you're going to be there, and other people might want to come. So we did that. We did 3 camps together, which was great, because a lot of people came from like the fitness, from gyms, and because they knew me, and maybe they were curious about this experience, but they didn't feel comfortable. But the fact that I was doing it, and they related to me, it brought a lot of people there. And the most common thing is that this is the most important, pivotal day of my life.